Hey friends, Gail Clanchester, Coastal CPR and First Aid, located on the New Hampshire seacoast, and this is a safety snippet. Safety snippets are quick, short, focused videos on different first aid and safety topics. Now, an official disclaimer, these snippets are informational and educational only. They are not meant to replace seeking appropriate medical attention if you or someone you know is injured or ill. So in this snippet, I'm going to go over what is in your AED supply kit. So, supply kit looks something like this. Some AEDs come in a case with pockets, and these supplies might actually be in the pockets. But what's in this one is a pocket mask. Good to know, because I don't know about you, but I don't carry a pocket mask in my pocket. And if I stop in a store to do an errand and somebody collapses in the store out in the parking lot, I'm probably going to do hands-only CPR. But I know when the store's AED shows up, I have something coming. So most have a pocket mask. Some might have just a barrier sheet. It depends on the brand. And of course in here there is the one-way valve that goes with the mask. There's also a pair of gloves in here. For my hands, this person their chest might have like a cool sweat on it. My hands might be gross and dirty. Pair of gloves that I can put on. A dry napkin or a square of gauze. They're probably going to have a cool sweat on their chest. You can use this to dry their chest off. The AED pads need to go on somewhat dry skin, but the rest of them can be wet. You can use an AED on a wet floor, a metal floor, in a snowbank. I'll throw in their wet beach sand. As long as they're not in the surf or floating in the water, you can use an AED, but their chest needs to be dry in order to do that. This is a pair of shears for cutting off clothing, because the AED pads have to go on bare skin. This is actually a really nice pair. Some kits come with a pair that look like this. Yeah, tiny little scissors. It really depends on the size of the kit. And then lastly, the disposable razor. Some have a shaver. It's the razor end with a plastic tab instead of the longer handle. If you expose someone's chest to use the AED, and it's a man who has a lot of chest hair, the AED pad might not stick. The AED is actually making an electrical circuit through their body, and to do that, the pads have to have really good skin contact. If a gentleman has a lot of chest hair, the pad ends up floating on their hair, and it can't make that skin contact, and the AED won't work. I could certainly tell you to rip the pad off forcefully to rip off some chest hair, except now you've gunked up the goop on the back of the pad with his hair. It's not going to stick so great the second time. You would need to replace the pads, except do you have another set of pads? Most public access AEDs don't have another set of pads. So unless you definitely know you have two sets, if you expose someone's chest and your first thought is, wow, they have a lot of chest hair. All right, I'm sure you're going to use different words, but I'll go, wow. Pull out the razor. Shave, 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 and then apply the AED pad. So if you enjoyed this snippet and you want to learn more about how to use an AED, or you want to learn first aid, you can do so in a first aid or a CPR course. You could take a classroom course. You could take a blended learning course. Blended courses have an online class, and then we meet either in person or remotely for a shorter focused hands-on skills session. You can find my class schedule and a lot more information about my courses and remote options on my website, which is coastalcpr.com. Take care.